Good morning, world. I'm back again. New power and new more information to tear down strongholds and unbind the bound. Those of you who don't know me, some people call me poet, some people call me prophet. My presentation name is not for sale. This gift God gave this man, you can't put a price on it. Take all them names, back up Satan, throw them away. They don't mean anything. The only name I want you to remember on this platform is the characteristics of Jesus, the knowledge of the universe and God. And that's the names I want you to remember when I leave. Now, I came out this morning, I slept in today because, you know, where I work at, they don't come into work on certain holidays. And so Memorial Day, they didn't come in. And so I've had a couple of jobs today, but I had other people go do them. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm just going to be relaxing for today. But the thing is that I want to share with y'all, the topic we'll be studying about today is Memorial Day. I ain't got no Bible with me because all my scriptures up inside of me. You understand what I'm saying? And I use it. I pull out my sword and I would use it to show you things that you're not looking at. Now, I noticed that the streets are clear. And while the streets are clear, I can remember back, see, because when God created man, created him to be the head of the household as a provider and protector. Not somebody that comes in telling everybody what to do with a control issue and all this type of stuff. That's not what God took that man to do. Even with his wife, he's supposed to look at her and treat her like he would treat Jesus. You understand what I'm saying? The whole point is, the devil's job is that he has come to kill, steal, and destroy. So his job is to destroy structure. You understand? And years ago, and let me rewind, you go back to like say 30 or 40 years ago, a generation ago. Even with my mother, let me just share a little bit about my story with you. My mother, she was the matriarch. You understand what I'm saying? My father, he was the matriarch. He always showed up on the holidays. You understand what I'm saying? Because he was a truck driver. You understand what I'm saying? So he was many things. You understand what I'm saying? That I don't have to go into, and just I don't want you to go into in your life. But the whole point is, I'm trying to get a message across. If you go back 40 years ago, you will see that families were always together. You look out, you see things have been fragmented. You know, things have been fragmented, and there's a reason why. You know, the devil always uses what you call a puppet master. This man or this woman or whoever they are, they will come in to sow sows of seeds of, they're called sowing seeds of discontent amongst the brethren. So they'll come in and they'll sow seeds, you understand what I'm saying, to try to break, because God is about unity. The devil is about separation. He wants to keep everybody in confusion. So the whole point that I'm trying to make to you is this. His job is to take out the head of the household. And he knows everybody's purpose. He just don't want you to ever find yours out. So he will start working on you when you're 12 or 13. You understand what I'm saying? And you be having all these situations come up in your life, and you're wondering why, and you think that you're making a mistake. There ain't no mistakes. But God will take them, if you start seeking for the Spirit of God, He will take them and make them things elevate you. Now, the old matriarchs, right? They will make sure that everybody was there on Christmas. Everybody was there on every holiday. My mother, everybody was there. Now, my fortunate situation is that I come from a long line of teachers. You understand what I'm saying? So wherever they're at, God is using them, I can guarantee that, to work out His purpose. You understand what I'm saying? But the whole point is, they'll come in, and what the devil will do, he'll come and take out, he'll try to take the person at the head of the household, because it will cause confusion. Now that puppet master, you always can tell who the puppet master is. You can tell you how. Look and see if that person is trying to bring people together, or is he trying to come in and separate people? Here's the gift that I'm going to give you today. The reason why you have to learn how to walk in the Spirit. When you begin to walk in the Spirit, you supersede flesh. So this thing is not about a flesh issue. It's about a spiritual world. I've already been invited to like 9 different outings today. And my immediate family, you understand what I'm saying? We won't even be spending any time together. And some of them live right around me. You understand what I'm saying? So the whole point is that I can go into them circles of people, and anything that's there, because sometimes people will invite you, and then you'll be more drained than you was before you got there. But because I have spiritual antennas, I'm going to know exactly where to go to get my plate. You understand what I'm saying, or whatever. And I look at them people, I look at us as a collective. I look at the whole world as my family. Like I told you, I don't see black and white, because everything came from the fabric of the universe. And when it came from the fabric of the universe, the reason why you have different cultures and different belief systems is because it's like to live in Africa, you have to have a certain skin tone, you know what I'm saying, that lines up with that environment. You understand what I'm saying? But the devil got people stuck in colors, and they still don't see the big picture. My job is to show you the big picture. Now, here's the blessing. You understand what I'm saying? Like I told you, the blessing is this. When you begin, you will realize that you didn't lose anything. If you don't have a mother, go find someone and treat them like a mother, and you gain one. If you don't have a brother, go somewhere and treat somebody like a brother, and you gain a brother. See, nothing has been removed. The only reason why it seems that it's been removed, because you're still walking in a 3D world. When you begin to walk in a 5D world, you're around like, and when you came here, what'd you bring with you? Nothing. When you leave, what you take? Nothing. So if you got a shirt, you got extra. Okay? The devil will have you so busy looking at what you don't buy, that you don't got, you won't see what you had. That's his whole purpose. He wants you to focus on, oh, this and that, I ain't got this. You got everything. You got the same 24 hours everybody else do to walk out here and live your life. If you want to chase money, chase it. I'm chasing the Spirit. And so like I told you, don't look for me to be sad. You understand what I'm saying? Because you're not there or whatever. And you got some people, you understand what I'm saying, that will come in, you understand what I'm saying? And I'm not wasting or spending my time anywhere, you understand what I'm saying, that people don't understand my value. If you don't understand my value, you're not invited to sit and eat at my table. Because I'm not going to compromise myself as a man. See, the worst thing you could do is lie to yourself. So I'm not going to compromise myself as a man and be led down with guilt and shame. No, I'm not. I don't feel guilty about anything in my life, and I'm not ashamed of anything in my life. You understand what I'm saying? And these are weights that the devil try to put on you. You understand what I'm saying? To keep you bound in relationships and connections. You understand what I'm saying? That have no meaning. Not in the spiritual realm. You understand? So that's a gift I want to give y'all today. Yeah, you didn't lose anything. You understand what I'm saying? This is when you change your perception. You see a whole nother world that's behind. Good morning. A whole nother world beside the one that you're looking at in front of you. And as for the puppet master, you understand what I'm saying? The people, when you realize who that is, all you got to do is look and see what they've done. If they've come in and tried to divide and conquer things, you understand? We know that this is not God. That's not what God does. God does not go around trying to separate people and all that. He's here to bring the people together. And so that's why I can walk, I can be complete. I would rather sit down and eat a plate by myself than sit down with a bunch of treacherous people and dishonest people like deceptive bread is sweeter than honest water. You understand what I'm saying? And I would feel good. I could you leave me by myself, drop me off in the middle of nowhere. And believe me, I will find meaning in that nowhere. And I do not need people to validate who I am. And you don't either. You have to find the value in your own self. I don't have to hook up with people to do, and all that. I'm moving in the spirit. You understand? And so I want to give that to y'all. And that's for the people that you might be feeling lonely today, or you might be feeling rejected today. And like I told you, you have to get rid of that. You have to get rid of that that fear component, because that's what the devil does. He operates in fear, and you have to get rid of. You have to get rid of that fear component. You understand? How you going? Once you get rid of that fear component, you understand, it will allow you to step out here and be free. The devil does not want you to be free. He wants you to be locked up. You understand what I'm saying? And all these bad feelings. You understand? Wondering why. And the way that you release yourself is if you know. What's up, brother? Hey, man, what's up? If you know, you understand what I'm saying, that you have wronged somebody or anything, man, go correct it. Don't just come stepping up with a sorry, because they're just words. But you show people, you understand, that how valid is by your actions, not with your mouth. You understand what I'm saying? And a person that's truly sorry for what they've done, you understand what I'm saying? They will start from this reference point, and from the reference point of true love, and that's shown by action. When you come in and you don't want to acknowledge the wrongness that you've done to somebody, then what that does, all that is that's a child. A child. And children do not want to be accountable for anything in life that they do. And they will blame everybody for their circumstances and why their life is messed up. And your life is only messed up because of the choices that you made. That's it. So when we come out today, make sure you make some good choices. So if nobody told you they love you today, I do. And have a happy and nice Memorial Day. Let it be written, so let it be done.